Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to create your own uh, basically retrieval augmented generation inside N8N. So basically this is the final product we are trying to come up with. So basically there are two parts to this workflow. This is the first part. Basically in this no code solution, we are first getting our documents from our Google Drive, and we are storing this into a Pinecone vector store, and using an embedding model. And once we have sent our documents to the Pinecone vector store, we are basically using our second workflow, which is here. Pretty simple workflow to basically retrieve those information based on whatever we are asking the chats, what we are asking in the chat. So very simple workflow, and it's completely free, and it doesn't require any code, and you can basically do it in like maybe less than 10 minutes if you uh, do what I tell you to do. So with that being said, let's create this retrieval augmented generation. So first of all, we need to add our trigger. So our trigger can be anything that causes the AI agent to activate. So in this case, I want to do it manually, which means whenever we click on test workflow, it's going to start the AI agent. So second thing I'm gonna add is my Google API, Google Drive tool. And basically in this part we want to search files and folders. So this is the tool I want to add, so I'm going to click on that. So as you can see, I have the tool here, and if I double click on that, basically I need to set up my credentials to connect with the Google Drive, and that's very simple to do. So let me actually show you how you can do that. uh, but before doing that, let me actually show you why we need the Google Drive. So basically, in order to use our retrieval augmented generation, we are using Google Drive to store our documents, right? So basically, if you have a Google account, you have a Google Drive account, right? So come here, click on Google Drive, and it will let you to basically upload your documents. So just upload your documents to your Google Drive, and that should be enough. And you should also upload the documents in a text format. So upload your documents in a text format, and once you're here, we need to set up a GCP account, Google Cloud account, which you have if you have a Google account. So with that being said, what you need to do, you need to basically go to internet and search console.cloud.google.com, right? So that's what you need to search, and once you have done that, you will be navigated to this web page, right? So just sign in using the same Google account you used to store your document in the Google Drive. So that's basically it, and you will be directed into this website. And one thing you need to do, you need to basically create your new project. So if you come here, there is a box up here. Just click on this box, and it will open this window for you. So here you need to click on new project, which opens this web page, and then you need to just give it a name, right? I can say my rag. That's my project, and you don't need to define any organization. Just say create. uh, Basically now you have created your it's actually creating your project, and just select a project. So once you select project, you will be directed to this page. And once you're here, you need to basically come here, you need to say API services, enable API services. And once you have done that, you will come here. Actually, after the page is loaded, you will come here and you will say Google Drive API, which is completely free. You don't need to pay anything like that. So Google API Google Drive API. Fantastic. uh, this is gonna show up, and once you're on this web page, it will give you an option to enable the Google Drive API. So just click on enable, and once you do that, it's gonna take a few seconds and you will be prompted into a new web page. Okay, so once you're on this web page, you need to basically click on credentials, and you need to actually actually need to uh, come here, enable API, or you need to come to your enable APIs and services, and let me go back to the website so you can actually see the exact location you need to go to. La 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 la. Okay, go ahead. Google API, Google Drive API. You need to manage this because we have already created it. So here you need to click on create credentials, and once you're here, you need to this is set, and here click on user data, say next, and just give it a name, right? I'm gonna say my rag. Okay, my rag. And user support email, this is just a random email I gave it. And logo, I don't need any logo for this. And save and continue. Developer contact information, same as the previous one. Okay, fantastic. And save and continue. So what I need to do here, you don't need to define your scope. This is not necessary, this is not necessary. So just save and continue, and here you need to define your application type. So we are using a web application, and so we just click on web application, and the important part is adding our URI. So click on add URI, and basically you need to go back to N8 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 N8N, and you need to basically uh, get your uh, if you come here, you need to create new credentials, and it will give you a redirect your URL. So just copy that and come here to wherever you were giving your eyes, and just paste it, right? So say create, bum 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 bum. It's gonna take a while to create the thing, and you will be provided with a client ID and some other information. So just click on done, and once you have done that, you will be now you will be directed to this web page. And now you need two pieces of information: your client ID and your basically other information I'm going to show you later. But so we need to find our credentials. So if you come here, and if you come to web client, okay, so there are two pieces of information you need, and basically do not share your client ID and client secret with anyone, right? These are basically very secret information, and I'm gonna delete my account after this. So this client ID and client secret cannot be used. So, and you don't need to, you shouldn't use them. You shouldn't tell anyone your client ID and client secret. So copy your client ID, and once you have done that, come here, boom, paste. And also you need to have your client secret. So come here, grab your client secret, and come to N8N and paste your client secret. Fantastic. But before signing in with your Google, you need to perform another step. Basically, you need to come to audience, and you need to add a user, a test user, because whatever application we were building here is not a complete application, so it cannot be used. And if you want to use it, we need to add test users. These are the only people who can use this application. So just click on add user, and here you need to give permission to someone to use this app. So I'm gonna give myself a permission. Fantastic. I've gave myself a permission and save. So now we need to go back to our N8N and we are good to go. So we have our client ID, we have our client secret. Boom. We need to sign in with Google, and that's what I'm gonna do. So sign in with Google, and you're going to be prompted to this web page. So click on the email you use. You have been given access, blah blah blah. Here click on continue. Don't worry about back to safety thing. Click continue and just select all and continue, and boom, we gave it access to our Google Drive, so which we can use to basically retrieve our document, which is stored inside the inside the Google Drive. So fantastic, good job. We need to go to the next. Okay, and here we need to specify which documents need to be accessed by our N8N. So basically, this is a limit of the documents it can access. I can just say one. You don't need to worry about this. I mean, if you want to retrieve many documents, then say that. But I just want to do one right now. And so you need to add a filter. And basically by filter, I mean we need to specify which folders can be accessed. So if I come here, I say folder, and I can basically define the folder I want to give access to. So I can say, let's say this is my folder, rag text doc. This is the folder that contains my txt file that has all the information from my rag system. Fantastic. We have our filter, we have our basically search method. Search, you don't need to change any of these. Fantastic, right? Now we can search for this information, but we need to add another tool to download these documents, right? So if you come here, I can say Google Drive, and Google Drive, where are you? Okay, Google Drive, and once I'm here, I need to click on download file, right? So this is my Google account, Google accounts 2, and resource file is, just click on file and maybe say file folder, and uh, here you need to basically, so here when it comes to search folder name, you need to define which folder you wanna search for. And if I come here, I can actually show you what to choose. So if you come here, you need to set your resource as file, and you need to do download, and you need to search files by ID. So we need to do the same thing here. So if I come here, I need to change it to file, and I need to change this to download, of course. And once I have done that, I need to search by ID. Now you want to say, okay, what is our ID? If you want to get your ID, you need to execute the previous nodes. If I do that, boom, I have the ID. So this is the ID you need to give it, and so this is the ID. Fantastic, right? So now let's actually test to see if it works. I can click on test prep, and boom, we have the document, right? This is like a random document, right? A syllabus for a class. Fantastic, right? So if I come here, you can see that we got this part right, and now we need to set up our pinecone vector store, which is very simple to do. And by the way, the vector store is the place we use to store our documents, right? And if I come here, boom 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 boom, if I click on vector, if I click on this, I can say vector store. Okay, vector store, pinecone vector store, and I can say we have like different options, but I want to click on this one, add documents to vector store, because that's what we are doing. We are adding our document to this vector store, which is our pinecone vector store. And now you need to create your pinecone account, which is free. So if you want to create your pinecone account, just go to basically pinecone.io, then log into your pinecone.io. And once you, I'm not going to walk you through that process, but let's actually do that. You can go to your pinecone.io and you can basically uh, use your API to uh, accomplish this task. Okay, so if I sign into my Pinecone, I'm gonna be sent to this web page, which I can use to get my API key. So the first thing you need to do, you need to create your API key, right? So as you can see, I have some API keys here. You can create your API key as well. And let's say I want to create an API key. Just give it a name, rag, and permissions all, create key. And don't share these keys with anyone, right? I'm gonna delete mine right after this video so no one can use it. This is like your password. So come here, create new credentials, paste your API key, boom, save it, and boom, we have connected our API key. Fantastic, right? So now what? We have our basically API key, and the next thing we need to do, we need to choose the index we want to upload our documents to, right? So you might ask, how do we create our API? How do we create an index? Index is basically where you store your documents on Pinecone. So if you come here, if you close this thing, if you go to your get started section, you need to come to database and you need to create a index. So let me actually delete some of my previous index so I can create this one as well. Because you have a limit of 5 indexes at the same time, you can't have more than that. So I'm gonna delete this index, and it now I can create a new one. So let's say my rag, this is the name of the uh, index, and now we need to choose an embedding model. So we are using a free embedding model, and the dimensions for the embedding model we are using, which is offered by Hugging Face, is 768. So just put that here, you don't need to think too much about it. So AWS is a good one. The region, so I'm living close to the East Coast, so I'm gonna say this one, but I mean, depending on your location, you can choose other ones as well. And boom, 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 boom. Okay, so it seems like our name cannot contain capital letters. So my rag, create index, and boom, fantastic. Now I have access to my index, and if I come here, I can choose my index. Okay, I think I I think I gave the wrong name, but that's okay. That's my rag. Uh, and now add options, Pinecone clear name, Pinecone namespace, that's not necessary. So basically we have that right, and now we need to add our embedding model, right? And we are using a free one, so just click on this one, and the one you're using is embedding from Hugging Face from Hugging Face, right? So if you don't have a Hugging Face account, don't worry about it. I'm going to show you how to create one right now. Just go to Hugging Face. So okay, so if you go to huggingface.com, if you sign in, you will have the similar access as I have. uh, you will have a similar access as I have. And then what you need to do, you need to come here, just go to huggingface.co, create an account, come here, click on access tokens, and once you have done that, you can basically copy and paste your access tokens, which is free. Just click on this, invalidate and refresh. Okay, and it's gonna give me a new one. I'm gonna delete this thing after recording this video. So uh, if I come here, I can add my embedding model, which is Hugging Face, and I need to create new. I need to create new credentials, which I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna give it my API key, boom, and now we have an embedding model which we can use for free. So that this is our embedding model, and back to Canvas. Now we need to give it our access to our documents, and the way I'm gonna do that is for using default data loader. So if you come here, if you click on the data, documents. If you can choose default data loader, and the type of data should be binary, and load all input data. Okay, fantastic. You don't need to change this. And options, and for options we need to provide the metadata, and once we provided that metadata we need to add property. And so I can say file name, that's the name of our metadata, and now we need to give it a value. So how can we do that? So if you come to mapping, and if you click on a schema, there is a name right here, right? So this is the name of our uh, basically file. So just drop that here. That's our metadata, and don't forget about this, right? Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. Back to canvas, and actually I need to set something else. So I have this, I have this. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, now what I need to do, I need to add a text splitter. So what text splitters do? Basically, if you have a long document, you can't just store the whole document in one place, right? That's too large to be retrieved. We need to add a text splitter to split the text into a smaller portion. So I'm gonna click on plus, I'm gonna click on character text splitter, bam, and I need to okay, so I need to, so if I come here, actually no, let's use another one. If I come here, I can use recursive character text splitter. I need to change, you can set this as the 1000, and you can put the overlap at 250. So basically chunk size 1000 means it's gonna cut the data every 1000 characters. You don't need to worry about it too much right now. So bam bam bam. Okay, we need to have everything we need to run this thing. So let's see how it works. Test workflow, boom, bum 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 bum. Okay, it's gonna take a while. It's basically getting our document, and it's sending it to the vector store to be stored. So just give it some time, and it's gonna work. So while this is happening, let me give you some introduction to the second part of this workflow. Oh, it's done. So it's done, right? So it gave us 101 items, and if I go to my pinecone, boom, 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 if I refresh it, I'm gonna have all the data I need, right? So it's gonna load, and yep. So as you can see, all of the data we had in the document are now stored here, and as you can see, they are stored in like 10 sections, because as I told you, they're gonna be splitted, right? So if you actually click on this, it's gonna show you the text, right? As you can see, this is our document, and these are the different portions of the document. Fantastic, right? So now we have our information in a vector store. The next thing we need to do, we need to actually get this information. And if I come here, this is basically what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to use an AI agent to go to this vector database and basically get the information I'm asking for and give it to me, right? So in order to do that, I need to create a new workflow. So click on this, click on personnel. Okay, save this before leaving. That's very important. And now we need to work on the second part of this workflow, which is very easy. Just click on add first step, and our trigger should be on chat message. So nothing fancy. Fantastic, right? And when chat message is received, and the information from this chat message should go to our, you said it, to our AI agent. So come here, say AI agent, and boom, you can choose this one and just say tools agent, connected chat trigger node, and basically if you just wait here, it's gonna basically get the chat input, and it's going to give it to the AI agents, right? And fantastic. So we have the AI agent, and now we need to use a chat model for the AI agents, and we are going to use a free chat model. So the chat model I'm going to use is the Google Gemini chat model, which is free to use. Don't worry about it. Just go to Google, say Gemini.api key. So say go to Google and say get your API key Gemini, and you can sign up and you can get your API key. It's very simple to do. If you don't know how to do that, you can watch my previous videos where I demonstrate how to get your API keys, which is very simple, right? Just sign up for the platform. So I already have my API keys here, so I don't need to create another one. And the model we are using here is actually Gemini 1 Pro. Let me actually check if it's the right model, because we need to be careful about that. Uh, the model we are using is actually Gemini 1.flash. So I'm going to change this to Gemini 1.flash. Fantastic. Uh, Now it's going to be all right, and then we need to add a tool to it. And as you can see, the tool we are adding is basically, if I go back, the tool we are adding is the answer questions with the vector store. So if I come here, if I click on tool, answer questions with vector data store, answer questions with vector answer tool, fantastic, right? And also we need to give it a data name. It's important to give it a very descriptive data name. So I'm going to say finance syllabus. And I say finance syllabus because the document I'm uploading to, I just uploaded to the vector data store is about a finance syllabus, finance for a finance class. So this syllabus contains information about the finance 2025 class, including what information: exam dates, number of exams, assignments, and meeting times. You can say whatever you want to say. It's not very important, but just be descriptive. And meeting times. Fantastic. And I'm gonna set the limit as 5, and boom, answer questions with vector store. Fantastic. We have everything we need. So go back. Now we need to add another model to this. So basically we need to add another language model to this retrieval augmented generation system, which is very simple to do. We already have done that. Just come here. You already have the account with your API key, and Gemini 1.5 Flash does the trick. So click on that. Fantastic, right? So we don't need to add anything except our vector data store, right? So as you remember, we use Pinecone vector store. So I'm just click on that, and here just make sure you are on the right account, and the operation mode should be retrieve documents, right? In the previous one we sent the documents. Now we are retrieving the documents. So Pinecone index, choose the right Pinecone index. As you remember, mine was MyRag, so which I which I didn't write correctly, but that's okay. So we have that, and now we need to add our metadata filter, right? So as you remember, our file, it was file name, our metadata, it was file name, and it was, if I come back here, where are you? Okay, if I come here, the metadata I think was finance. Where is it? It doesn't, it might not matter, but it was a finance document. So I can just leave it empty for now. It should work, but if it asks for it, I can just come and add it. So we are good. If I come back, I think the only thing we need to add an embedding model, right? So if you remember, we use a Hugging Face embedding model, so we are using the exactly same free embedding model. You need to make sure it's the same model, by the way. So Hugging Face accounts to the embedding model, we just add it. Fantastic, right? So I think we have everything we need, and just click on this one to see why it's giving us an error. It should go away by itself, but I think by the most part we should be good. If I come here, I have everything we need. We have our chat model, we have our vector store, and everything we need is actually here. So if I come here, why this is giving us an error? Okay, I think it's okay. I think it's gonna work. So we have our chat model. Let me actually bring this here. Oh, okay, it worked. Okay, now it should work. So if I click on chat and if I say how many, oh, okay, actually, let's come and define the system prompt. So uh, actually, first let's try it without the system message. How many exams are in the finance finance 2025 class? Boom. It's gonna work. It's gonna come up with the answer. Fingers crossed. I need to access information about the finance student class to answer your question. The adversaries do not provide that information, which is not correct. So I think basically what I need to do, I need to basically do two things. First of all, I need to come here and I need to define the system prompt. So, and if I come here, let's come to options and system message. You have access to information regarding the syllabus. Use those to answer the user's questions, and basically the other thing we need to do, we need to define our metadata. Maybe we need that. Okay, so just give it a system message to it, and that should be enough. That should do the trick. In addition to basically giving it the metadata. So I have already done that previously. So if I come here, not here, maybe here. If I come here, I need to copy this thing, file name, metadata, boom. I need to come here. Okay. Value. This is our value. And let's delete the previous one. Let's ask the same exact question. Oh, okay, I remember that for the future reference. That's not what I need to. Oh, I think I know what's going on. So, if I come here, boom, 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 boom. It's basically not giving us the answer. So I think it has the answer, but it's not giving us. You need to play with these things because we are using the free models, so they're not as good as the paid models. Paid models are not that expensive, but you need to play with these things until they work. Oh, there are 5 exams in the finance 2025 class, which is correct. Let's. Okay. How many exams are in the finance 2025 class? Name them. Okay, I've noted that there are 5 exams in the Finance 2025 class, a tech test, 4 regular tests, test 1, test 2, test 3, test 4, and a final exam. That's correct. So, and so as you can see, uh, the the model is performing very well. We were able to basically send our documents to the vector store, and we were able to basically get those documents back as well. So if you like this video, please consider giving me a like and subscribe. It really helps me to make these videos because I spent a lot of time creating these videos, and in order to keep doing that I need more subscribers. So thank you very much and have a great day. Bye.